Hello, and welcome to another video. In today's devotional we reflect on God's timing for restoration. Have you ever felt like you've lost ground in life? Perhaps you've experienced sickness, depression, financial difficulties, the loss of a loved one, heartbreaks, or job loss, and many other things I've not mentioned. These circumstances can leave us feeling defeated and hopeless. However, there is hope in the midst of our struggles. In Joel 2 verses 25 to 27, God promises restoration for His people. I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten, the hopper, the destroyer, and the cutter, my great army, which I sent among you. You shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, who has dealt wondrously with you. And my people shall never again be put to shame. You shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and there is none else. And my people shall never again be put to shame. These verses remind us that God has a set time for our restoration. He sees the years we have lost and the pain we have endured. He is not indifferent to our suffering, but rather, He has a plan to bring healing and restoration to our lives. Restoration can come in various forms. It may be physical healing, emotional healing, financial restoration, finding salvation, or experiencing rest after years of hard work. The ways in which God restores us are as diverse as our individual journeys. When restoration comes, you will see and feel the difference taking place in your life. You will recognize that God is doing a new thing, bringing peace and joy into your circumstances. Isaiah 61 verse 7 further assures us of God's faithfulness in restoration. Instead of your shame there shall be a double portion, instead of dishonor they shall rejoice in their lot, therefore in their land they shall possess a double portion, they shall have everlasting joy. God promises to give us a double portion of blessings for the trouble we have experienced. Just as He restored Job in Job 42 verses 12 to 17 after his immense suffering and loss, God is more than capable of restoring all that we have lost and granting us an abundance of blessings. It is important to remember that restoration is not something we can force or manipulate. It is in God's hands and in His perfect timing. We may grow impatient, questioning why our restoration has not yet come. However, we must trust in God's sovereignty and His plans for our lives. Waiting for restoration can be challenging, but it is during this waiting period that our faith is tested and strengthened. We learn to rely on God's faithfulness and His promises. We develop patience and perseverance, knowing that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating our restoration according to His divine plan. While we wait, we can actively seek God's presence and guidance. We can pray, read His Word, and surround ourselves with a community of believers who will support and encourage us. It is through these spiritual disciplines that we find comfort and hope, knowing that God is with us every step of the way. Restoration may not happen overnight, but we can be confident that God is faithful to His promises. He is a God of restoration and redemption. He sees our pain, and He longs to bring healing and wholeness to our lives. So, if you find yourself in a season of loss and despair, take heart. God has not forgotten you. Your time for restoration is in His hands. Trust in His timing, for He is working all things together for your good. Hold on to the hope that one day, you will experience the fullness of God's restoration, and your years of loss will be redeemed. Thank you for watching this video. If you find it interesting, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.